Hey everybody, this is Bob KK4DIV, and today we're out here in the garage. No real reason other than I just wanted a quiet place to get out here and talk to you a little bit about what's on my mind today. Handhelds, HTs, whatever you want to call them, I got a bunch. From the Yaesu FT1 to the Kenwood THD72, the Alinco DJ MD5, the Bofang BF F8 HP, the Islands HD1, and I've got a couple more. They all serve a purpose. And you know, I've always been in search for that perfect HT. You know, there's a lot of them out there, and I've got some HTs that I really like, but do they really do everything I want it to do? In this video, I want to explore what I'm looking for in a radio and what I would really like to see in the next HT that I will call my everyday carry HT. So, what exactly is my favorite radio that's currently in my everyday carry pack? Well, I've got two that I really like. First is going to be the Yaesu FT1. The reason I like that one is because it's got digital capabilities. That means I can use it with a hotspot and talk to anyone in the US, anyone all around the world through C4 FM. It's got a wideband receiver. So that means, you know, I've got different bands I can listen on, whether it be the air band or, you know, local fire dispatch. You know, it's got a good receiver in there. It even has the AM broadcast band in here. It's got APERS, and it's got a GPS built in. So, you know, it has analog APERS. I can use it with, you know, my iGate. I can send messages to other hams in the local area that are running APERS. I can see weather updates from the local hams that have weather stations, that sort of thing on this radio, so I find that really handy. The GPS feature, I can see where other hams are using, again, APERS, or if I'm in digital mode, I can see how far away I am from other hams using the digital data that's sent as you transmit across this radio. It also has weather alerts. So when it's in scan mode, I have it set up to scan the weather, local weather frequencies as well, the NOAA weather frequencies. That way, if there's an alert, this radio will sound a tone and broadcast, or, you know, alert me that there is a weather alert out there, and it will switch to that weather frequency, and I will hear the alert. The other favorite radio in my EDC arsenal is this Alinco DJ MD5. I like this radio because it's got DMR, and you know, I'm kind of torn between the Yaesu System Fusion, the Wires X modes, or, you know, through a hotspot, whatever, the C4 FM digital mode, or the DMR digital mode. I like them both, but as I use DMR more and more, I'm really leaning towards this DMR. It's a very popular mode. There's a lot of good people out there that use it, and I think that's really kind of growing to be my favorite mode. But it does have a GPS built into it, so it will pick up from other similar radios GPS coordinates. It's got capabilities for weather, although it doesn't come with them pre-programmed in there, so you have to program them through the code plug. It doesn't have weather alerts either, so that's one thing that could be a little better, but you know, that's okay. It doesn't have a wideband receiver either, and that's one thing that's really missing, I think, from this radio that makes this you know, would make this a top-notch handheld for me. So far right now, my favorite radio for everyday carry is still this Yaesu FT1. Now, there's been updates. There's better Yaesu handhelds out there. I think the FT3 would be a fantastic radio to buy, but I don't know if I want to fork out the money for one of those right now, but it's a great radio and I'd really like to have it. So, in search of that perfect HT, what is it that I look for? Well, first of all, what modes do I want to use? I really like I said, I like C4 FM. I really am growing, DMR is really growing on me, and it's hard to say, but I might like DMR a little bit better. D-Star, I don't really use that much. I have used it, but of the three digital modes, D-Star would probably be my least favorites. But when I look for that perfect HT, I'm really, really wanting a HT that has a digital mode. So what features am I looking for in that perfect HT, in the perfect world? Dual band. I would love it to be 70 centimeters, 2 meters. I'd like it to have dual VFOs, and when I say dual VFOs, I mean true dual VFOs. Something that can receive on both VFO channels, I guess you can say, at the same time. Analog APRS is a good thing. Now, some of the radios that can do APRS over DMR, that's fine, but I like a true analog APRS, something I can send out and receive those alerts, position locations, weather information, APRS messaging, things like that. So a radio that has true analog APRS would be great. Obviously digital capabilities, I like C4 FM, DMR, that's what I'm looking for. And it's got to have a GPS in it. So most radios do nowadays, but you know, that would be something that I would really like to have because it's got to have the GPS to work with the APRS. So what radio options are there out there? For C4 FM, there's the FT3, and I think that is not what I think, it is Yaesu's flagship HT for C4 FM, System Fusion, whatever you want to call it. It's a fantastic radio. It has APRS, it has GPS, it has the digital capabilities, it's got a color screen on it, it's touch screen. I think that's a fantastic radio. On the DMR side, the Anytone 878 plus U whatever, it's 878. I've seen a lot of information on that. I subscribe to Bridgecom, and they really have a lot of information out there about that radio. So I think that would be a fantastic radio for DMR, and I think that's probably the best DMR radio out there right now. And lastly, I don't want to leave D-Star out of this, so I will say the Kenwood THD74 would probably be my pick for a D-Star radio because it has, you know, D-Star capabilities, it has APRS capabilities, it has the TNC built into it. So, you know, that ability with the THD74 I think would be a benefit to have that, all of that in that radio with the D-Star radio. So those would be the three radios that I would choose, that I would be choosing from in a, you know, to be the perfect radio. That being said, today in end of April 2020, now, you know, in 6 months there may be something better out, but you know, right now, today, those would be the three radios that I think would probably be the best radios to have. So those are my thoughts on the perfect radio for me, for my everyday carry, something that I can carry with me to work, to play, around the house, everywhere I go, to have a radio with me, the perfect radio. Those would be the three that I would choose from. But what are your thoughts? Let me know what you think the perfect HT would be for everyday carry. Let me know in the comments down below. And, you know, maybe there's something out there that I haven't considered that would be a really good option also. So this probably won't be the last video on this topic. I really have an ongoing quest for the perfect HT radio, so there may be more of these videos coming out in the future as, you know, I get some information from you guys, as new things pop in my head. So stay tuned for that. So I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in today. It's always great to have you guys watching my videos, and thanks for subscribing to my channel. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. So at this time, I'd like to say 73, and I hope to catch everybody in a future video. This is Bob, KK4DIV. Till next time, folks. Bye-bye. Oh, hey, did you see my new toys? Yeah, got some new toys in the garage, so stay tuned for that as well. We'll go over why I got them and what I'm going to be using them for.